All right, are we going for a ride? Let's do it. You're gonna make a loop while Didge finishes getting in. Weirdo. Getting a little big to be climbing back there. It's definitely that time of year where things have slowed down a bunch. We got tiling projects going on yet. Dad is headed out here. We're gonna go pick up the sprayer. Odds and ends stuff, really. And we could not ask for nicer weather for doing these projects. So here we did a subcut right behind the house. Threw some tile in. It was a 200-foot cut, and well, they found some rocks. Check out the really cute one right across the road here, because we ran pipe on both sides. Yeah, we used to pick them by hand, they say. What a waste of money to own a rock picker, they say. Normally I'd pick that one up by hand, but since we have the rock picker, I'll just use that. Just kidding, I don't think that's gonna fit in the rock picker. I don't really know what we're gonna do with that. May as well go see what we can actually fit in the rock picker. I threw a few rocks in there before I turned the camera on. Now, as you can see, I got a bucket full because I got a few of the little ones in there. This is gonna take a few minutes to clean up, but this drain tile back here is gonna be really nice. This was always a problem. It just didn't grow good crops because it just kind of seeped all the time. See, if I was to pick those up by hand, it's, I don't know, 700-800 feet from where they're at down to here. I mean, I would have needed to stop and set them down a couple of times and rest. Thank you to Upside for sponsoring today's video. I don't know about you guys, but I never mind a little bit of extra cash, especially this time of year around the holidays when every dollar counts. That way you can help get some of those names crossed off your list when it comes to the gifts you have to give. That's where the Upside app comes in really handy. So right now, I am sitting at a gas station right here that I use the app for to find out that I can get 30 cents a gallon cash back on diesel. This is real cash back. It's not any like confusing rewards or point system or anything like that. There's no gimmicks. You just fill up. You're gonna get some cash back on that by using this app. Now you can use this app on all kinds of essentials like obviously diesel or gas or restaurants, groceries, things like that. There's actually over 100,000 different places on this app that you can earn cash back from. Hey, thanks. You know, I think I might. All right. Claim. Select. I've paid. And I'm done. There you can see just in the last few days before this fill up, I'd already earned $19.33 in cash back. And that did not take me very long to earn that. And in fact, the top earners on the app are earning as much as $300 per month, every single month. So to find out how much you could earn, all you got to do is click on the link down in the description to download the Upside app and then use the code FARMER to get started. And with that, you're going to get an extra 25 cents back for every single gallon on your first tank of gas. Or you can even make it easier and just click this QR code right here. Go ahead, claim your offer now. I gotta spread the things out a little or I can't get them at all. kind of stuck in there, so I guess I'll drive down there and try and wiggle it out down by the ditch, but this is gonna really take a while if they all go like that, because this one's not even that big. Driving loosened some things up. There we go. Now I just want to tip it back in there. I don't want to tip it out. Just want to get it back to there. See if we can fit the rest of these little guys in there with it. Running the tractor operations with my left hand is very awkward. That's about as full as I could get that. I've been pulled away from my rock picking duties and told that I need to be a homeschool teacher for a minute. That's fine, I really gotta pee anyway. Alright, well that went, it went okay. I think I'm gonna grab the 6175 and see if I can get that big rock moved out of the location it's at. We got concrete under the door now. Seems like the color is off on this thing today. I don't know what does that. I'm not a camera savvy guy. I just use one all the time. It's cold out. Cold in here. Let's see if this thing will do it. Didn't even hesitate. This is all I've got left on this side of the road. A little bit of a hole there. I hope this tractor can push that thing down that hill. This is going to take a lot of coordination with both hands, so I'm not going to be able to hold the camera this whole time. Or like, much of it. This is actually going a lot better than I expected. Just so long as I don't let that front edge catch any dirt, because then it would dig us down in a hurry. Leaving a bit of a scar through the field. Really not bad though. That'll be gone with one pass of tillage. Just adding to the collection. I was a little bit concerned as to how we were going to get that one off the field, but that went well. That gives me hope for the one across the road that's about twice that size.
Corner of the Grove, or where is it?
Yeah, just straight to your west. It's up there.
Okay. Okay, yeah. It looks like we're going to have a big bill, doesn't it? Are there 2 runs here?
3 runs up the hill. I'll jump across the road then and start pushing rocks over on the other side.
Okay, and I'll go over there too and get some, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Oof. I believe that was my native Swedish coming out. That was Swedish for, oh boy. I'm gonna have to get at a lot better angle than that. It's also hard to tell what the angle of my bucket is from inside there. I've only got to push it about a half a mile, which is a long ways. It took some messing around, but I guess making progress. I got a long ways to go though. Hey, there's your friend over there. Say hi to your friend. Stupid friends of yours. Yeah, we're gonna be able to see that mark all next summer. I need a payloader for this thing, to be honest with you. This tractor doesn't even, I can't lift it off the ground, which is not really, you can't expect that from this tractor. That is a monster rock. But I'm getting closer. I'm gonna get there. It's just a little bit ugly. We did it. Now I'm gonna make sure the bucket still works by leaning it against this plant and seeing what happens to it. Oh, yep, bucket works. Good, that one's handled. Now I'll just go check the other pile of rocks he left over here and make sure I can spread them out so Dad can grab them easier with the rock picker. And then I'll probably come out with the Mandaco and run over these lines a little bit just to level them off. When he ran this line in, he found a bit of a nest down here. Dug 5 or 6 of them out and realized the nest was too big, so he actually just went around it with the pipe. And when there's a pile of rocks all together in one, it's really difficult to get in there with the rock picker and get at them. So I just spread them out a little bit for them. The more I can level some of this stuff out now, the better it's going to be in the spring. Something odd seems to be going on. I was just getting ready to fold up and cross the road. But something very strange is going on here. Oh yeah, I see something. You see this big piece of steel? It's supposed to be attached with this piece of steel. It's really supposed to be just one big piece of steel, but it's not, which is why these tires were just wobbling around. And that's the mainframe tires. I'll have to contact my people about that issue. What now then? 5 to 4. Suppose we have chisel plow. I could unhook this, or I could unhook the ripper. Dad's not interested in answering, and I don't want to damage anything more for now, so I'm just gonna park this. The ripper's missing a couple bolts, so I'm gonna throw those in right now. I'm gonna wait and see until I hear from Mendeco on that machine, see what they want to do. Otherwise, we could probably unhook the ripper and put that Mendeco chisel plow on it. But first I want to replace these missing nuts that I found. So there's a bushing that goes in there, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that in this one. I'm gonna go to this side first. The same one on each side is missing. So if I can get this bushing in here, there, this one's gonna tighten into place. This one will be easy. Or so I thought. Ah, come on. What is going on? Is it the correct threads? Yes. Well, the easy one's done. I don't know why, but those bolts just kind of work their way loose. There's 2 of them on each shank. For whatever reason, they just kind of work loose. That's why I keep an eye on them. That's how I noticed it. Now this one is too offset. There's no give there. That one's not going to pull its own way in. First thing I'm going to do is get super creative and fire up the tractor and drop it down and see if I can pull some tension on that shank. I have no idea if this might have a chance at working or not. I do wish I had someone back there to motion for me, but I don't. Well, I can definitely see I got it in park with pressure on those shanks, but I don't know if that made it better or worse. Made it, it's too far. I went to the opposite end. Oh, I gotta find that happy medium. That's where another person would be really handy. I think I got it in a position where we can make it work here. Maybe not. I'm gonna try it. Because I've gone back and forth and in and out of the tractor 8 or 9 times now, so I'm willing to just put an impact to things if I can get the nut started. I got it started in there by 1.5 threads, but we're not in place. It's run up tight, so I'm gonna try and move the machine back and forth, and hopefully it'll just find its home. Nope. Well, I did it. Eventually, it's true what they say. If you climb up and down out of the tractor 158 times or so, things will just fall into place. Well, that's handled. I think I'll mess around with the gravel around the shed now. Life on the farm is very different now than it is when you're trying to get crop out of the field and get it in the bin as fast as possible. I have 100 different things to do, but none of them are rushed, and I can just kind of jump around and do them as I please for the most part, especially when a 2-week forecast is so nice. I put some gravel along the front ledge of this the other day, but I was kind of waiting for it to settle down in, but it's still kind of rough, so it just needs more. Well, look at that. That whole pile's gone and things look relatively lovely. Other than a few corners I couldn't get the right angle at with the skid steer. So I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
It's way too cemented in the tree. It like I hooked the chain up to it.
Yep.
It popped a wheelie with the ranger. It wouldn't come out. Started moving the tree. So what I'm gonna do is the only way to get out is I'm gonna hang the new stand up around it, and then we can take an angle grinder to it and just cut it flush with the tree.
Okay.
And those old parts will just have to bury themselves in the tree.
All right. Anyone else have a kid that parks right where you're working to tell you about things that, well, you're not that concerned about with in the moment? I didn't think so. All right, another 30 minutes of that or so, and I'm gonna call that good for today. I'm out of gravel anyway, but I mean, I can probably let this settle over winter and we'll see in the spring what we need. I thought Dad would be home by now, thinking he could drop me off at the sprayer. We gotta go pick that up. But this might be it. Sun's about gone. Probably time to run to hockey practice with the kids. Christmas is coming. Head over to the link below down at Farm Focus. Get your kids a hat or a shirt, or do it for yourself. I don't care who gets it. But head on over there. We got all kinds of stuff. Not just these ones, but lots to choose from. And another beautiful night in West Central Minnesota, that's for sure. Thank you for watching.